So, buddies, you wanna know how to hit the teeth instead of the fucking nipples, eh? You're at the right freaking channel, buddy. Sit down, relax, we're going in deep. So, guys, obviously, the right settings are the most important thing. While many settings will be really personal, I'm gonna show you how to find that sweet spot, what works for you. So, start a portal. First thing you do, go to custom servers. Here you will see that aim trainer. Then if you're on console, on a PS5 like me, you press triangle, host this experience. You take whatever password so nobody can join. Then first thing you want to do before we start with anything else, you go to controller. I just want to mention that because I've been playing with stick drift for like months. And what I did to kind of compensate it, I mean, the still drift will still be there, but you will still be able to play with the same controller until you have the money to buy a new one. So my center dead zone was changed till 9, so I had a really bad stick drift, and it helped me out a little. Now I finally bought a new one, and then of course you want this on 0. As soon as you touch the thumbsticks, you want that response. So that's the first thing. Then second of all, you go to controller schemes, then edit controller mappings. What you have to change is, where is it? Crouch and prone is now on R3, so the right thumbstick instead of circle. Circle now is melee, so you switch those two up. This will help you a lot with movement. Then what I also changed is here, steady scope. It's the same as my ADS button, so whatever you use, L2, R1, whatever, change that too. Then to train on that and find that sweet spot, you need to move around. Don't just go stand here in that aim trainer with whatever rifle and just do that. And move to the next and do that. I mean, anyone can do that with whatever setting you will use. To test what works for you best, you need to jump around, slide, get disorientated, and you need that quick movement as you would do in a game. So kind of like that, you know? In the description, I will put a link to my best FOV setting, best aim assist setting, and how to headshot with the NTW. Where I go deeper into the FOV, it's also a very personal thing, but it's very important. If you can play on max FOV, I mean, do that. That's even better. I can do that. So mine is on a 75. For me, that is the sweet spot. Because in the past, I think BF1, for example, didn't have a FOV on console. So I've always played without that FOV. And in this game, I mean, 75 allows me to still see the enemy quite clearly.
Hostile fire team, 90 meters away from my position.
Without ADSing.
Got eyes on hostiles.
But if I put that on max, it's another story. At least for me, 105. That's like, I mean, for me, I see some moving very small, but in game with all the chaos, you know, the smoke, the explosions. If there's a guy running in the woods, I wouldn't be able to see him on max FOV. So my sweet spot is 75. Yours could be 85, whatever. Fuck around with it, see if it works. Keep in mind, if you do change the FOV, things like your aim sensitivity and zoom aim could feel different. So you might have to adjust that again too. Just always leave on uniform soldier aiming, leave the coefficient on 133, and believe me, up close for sniping to fast micro adjust to the head from the upper body. You don't want that sticky aim assist on hundreds, let alone that zoom snap. That's just, I mean, I'm gonna show it to you guys to see how off target I would go if I actually would use that on max boat. The slowdown, sorry, the FOV, I need to change that again to 75. The slowdown with that aim assist is just ridiculous. You're gonna do easy body shots, but to aim at the head and be more precise, it's very frustrating that it's that sticky. Just, I mean, you see how it sticks to the body and then goes faster between the soldiers? So if you have that and you're up close, right? You have that, you're up close. Let's say you ADS to the legs. Look how slow it goes. And that's maximum input on my right thumbstick, you know? Look at that. That's way too slow, you know? It feels really sticky in my opinion. It's way too much. I go off target, you see? I mean, it kinda, I don't know if you saw that, but as soon as I ADS while moving fast, and even when my dot is on the head, it kinda does that, you know? It draws me to the body. So, if you're in game and you noticed that, you know, you're aiming at a guy's head and there's a guy next to it and another guy, but you can't hit him, that's because of that, because it's too sticky. You see? It sticks to this head, so once you kill that guy and you want to move to the other one, there's a swing in between the enemies, but that will make you go off target, you know, that swing in between. So sticky here, and you go to that third person, and it goes much faster in between. See, I didn't got a single headshot while quickscoping. I mean, not single one. Look, my dot is on it, right? I aimed above it now. That's the first headshot. I over-aim, I go above it, that's a body shot again. Yeah, you get the point, right? I mean, you saw the first clip I did. That's way better than this, so leave this on 50. If you can play without, that's probably even better. I like a little aim assist feeling, you know, especially at a range like, I don't know, 100 meters, 150, where visibility overall is bad on the map or there's a lot of explosions. At least I have like a little feeling that there's an enemy. So yeah, leave that on 50. Aim assist on 50. So that, in my opinion, don't change that. Whatever setting you change, don't change the aim assist if you want to be able to shoot at the head fast enough. This, don't change it as well. And uniform soldier aiming, leave it on. What you do change, and it's personal, is the FOV, the aim sensitivity, and the zoom aim sensitivity. But mine is on 50 and here it's on 100, so that's like the right balance for it. Then guys, I mean, things you never do as a sniper in this game is simply going prone. I see a lot of players doing that, and that's just waiting to get fucking facial fucked, you know? You're such an easy target. And second of all, a mistake that many also seem to make. Let's say you're behind a hill, you peek, you see that guy, he sees you, you take a shot, but you miss. Don't stay on the fucking same spot, you know? Even if there's nothing you can use around you, then at least move up a little and peek again, you know? Because that guy will be pre-aiming and he knows where your head's gonna show up. And it will be an insta headshot for that guy, you know? So don't stay in the same spot. As you will see in the next clip, I was playing on a rework Hourglass. I believe it was Epic Rush. I was behind a container, right? And I got shot from a sniper behind the dunes because I was focused on the right side on a guy. I got a revive. As soon as I got the revive and back up, I have a peek to see where he is. I try one shot, I miss. Then you will see how I outplay him. I don't simply ADS again on the same spot because that would be an instant headshot for the other guy, you know. He's like this, waiting behind this dune. He knows my head's gonna be here. So if you peek again, I mean, it's simple for him, you know. Don't make it simple. Use the environment, you know. You have that hill here, jump onto that, do whatever, but move around, you know. Don't keep peeking from the same spot.
Right at the mark! Northeast!
Fucking camping squad, dude. Sit the fuck down, you fucking bunch of melons, dude.
Dead! Tango down!
Outplayed you, buddy!
In the next clips, I'm gonna show you. It's strange in a way. I don't know how it's why it is like that, but if you have a hint in the lobby and you want to aim at his face, for some reason the 5x scope is really good, as you will see in the upcoming clips. It's really good. So this is my go-to scope if I'm using Sundance or even McKay or whatever specialist. But if I want to shoot the hint pilot, I'm going with the 5x scope. As you will see in another clip, in some occasions you can use the regular 6x scope and simply quick scope the guy in the face as well. But it depends on the situation, as you will see.
Fucking helo crap. Saw that, buddy? Get the fuck down, buddy. Second time, buddy. Fucking.
Right on the map! Near my position!
Ooh, third time, buddies. Get the fuck down, mate.
Explosives armed. Shoot any tango who gets near them.
Oh, dude. You saw that, buddy? Never play with me. Fuck the Nightbird.
Another common mistake people make while sniping is simply staying in ADS. Don't do that, you know. As I told you, the ADS button and holding breath, use the same button for it. But if you stay in ADS, I mean after a few seconds, let me show you. Now I'm holding my breath. and now it starts moving again, you know? So no more steady scope. So if you stay in an ADS like that, your scope's gonna do this. So don't do that. ADS, pick a target, move, ADS again, pick another target. My second to sniper is definitely the goal. It's pretty straightforward, not a lot of attachments, so everything standard. The bipod here, standard issue, the extended as backup, the 6x scope, and the thermal, if you like maybe the 8 or the 5x scope. What I would recommend, especially if you're starting sniping in Battlefield, if you're a new player, stick to one gun, you know? Go into that aim trainer, test out all guns, all scopes, but if it feels good, one gun, stay with it, get good with it, go mastery, and then eventually when you're good with one gun, it will be much easier when you switch up, you know, from NTW to DXR or whatever. You will have a much better experience, so stick to one gun and first get good with that one. So then also try it out with other snipers, you know, because the NTW, although because of uniform soldier aiming sensitivity will feel the same with the SWS, the NTW, any rifle you will use, it does feel lighter, you know. It's another movement you will experience with that gun compared to, for example, NTW, but try it out, you know. So for SWS, I use the standard issue. High power only when I have enemies like really campy, like you saw in my last clip where I headshot a guy 719 meters. That was with the high power rounds. As soon as I go like beyond 400 meters, I switch to high power. Everything under that, I keep it the standard issue. Faster reload, it feels better. I use the thermal and the 8x scope, extended barrel, and LWG grip because I like to move around, not only stand still. And I'm like more accurate with it. And this actually as a backup, especially insides. If you want to do those quick no scopes, you know, and go be more aggressive, I my use to the laser sight, but to be honest, I don't do it a lot because I mean, quick scoping with this is pretty easy too. The latest sniper, EXE E bar, same as the SWS actually. The only difference is I use the standard scope. I prefer the standard scope instead of that 6x scope with that orange cross in it. Then factory barrel, LWG grip, same as backup, you know, laser sight, standard issue, and as backup the extended. At range, I don't really like this gun, but up close, it's a facial slapper, so it's quite good for quick scoping. Then finally the DXR. I ranked it up. I mastered it, but yeah, it's a straight beamer. There's almost zero to none bullet drop. I don't like guns like that, but either way, I also go factory barrel, the bipod, standard issue, longer range. I take the high power, and then thermal scope, the 6x and 8x as backup. Something I also want to mention, I mean, as a secondary, you probably saw in my clips that mainly I go for the Super 500. And they used to be decent, but you see, that's a one shot to the head, and it registers as a body shot. You see how inconsistent it is? Now it's a 2 tap to the fucking head, and I'm like what?
Multiple hostiles.
7 meters away, dude. Look at that. You see that? And even if you change the, so, what was that? The buckshot. Now, this should be better against infantry, right? And you go from 70 to 75. I mean, look. Absolutely no fucking difference. You see, again, a body shot while I aim at the head. Also at range, you know? I mean, a little range. Now I get a headshot. That was the body, you saw that, right? Now I get a body shot, 2 tap. Body shot, 2 tap.
Got eyes on hostiles. In my area.
That's a 4 tap, and this guy was a 2 tap. I don't know. I won't use it anymore. It's just very inconsistent. Something broke about the gun, in my opinion. None of the different ammo types seems to make a lot of difference to it. This should be better at range, this one. But you go back from 75 to 70 damage. And I mean, look, that's a 3 tap. In game, you're fucking screwed, you know? It's all good when they're camping and they don't see you, but you will lose every gunfight if you use this one as a secondary. One of the better ones, I think, is still the G47. You see? You just hit fire that shit at range. It was really fast. Don't even have to raise with it, to be honest. You just go nuts with it.